Here is a brand new statement. One leg to walk the pavement that leads to everything I am. You can't change me. I am unbreakable. Don't wanna be somebody else. It's time to take control. Convince you all that's how I roll. Light it up, touch the sky, make me feel alive.
Good morning. Yeah, we were like waiting for the sound to go down, so we know it's our cue. Thank you, Karen, for that awesome intro. It just makes me want to dance every single time. Welcome to the show. This week's edition is live in New Braunfels, Texas, downtown, right in front of Studio 154. Somebody broke in and did a bunch of graffiti on the wall, and no, you're kidding. It's been a really neat thing to see this happen. Leah's vision came to life. So awesome. I'm Todd Revis. This
And I'm
is
Leah Herbal.
Leah Herbal. And this is the show. This is the Go Show. This is Go Time. This is time to get busy. We are at Remax Go here in New Braunfels. And we just love helping agents to understand how to best balance their life and work hard and work smart and learn and get better at doing real estate, because it boils down to, if you're a real estate agent, how many transactions are you doing? Let's do transactions. Let's meet people and let's close deals, because that's really what it's all about.
So if you're watching, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and hit the notification bell to get notified when we go live every Friday.
Yeah, the more times that you do that, the more people can potentially see this,
Yes.
and it will help them understand what we're doing here. And so it gives us more pleasure. We don't really care. I mean, seriously, I don't care about likes.
We don't even know.
We don't even know how many. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, there's like 100,000 people watching right now, and
Okay.
that's fine.
Yes.
There may be 9,
Maybe.
and
Maybe.
that's okay too,
It's
because
okay.
the great thing about, and we'll talk about this later in the show probably, but the great thing about this format of putting a video on YouTube, doing a live video on YouTube, and then showing it at 1 a.m. 5 years from now, somebody could watch this thing.
Right.
It's crazy.
And help them.
Yeah, and how many times have you been up early and you're scrolling through, YouTube or whatever, looking at shorts, looking at reels, and you find something that just connects with you, whether it's a devotional about the Bible, or whether it's about work, about real estate, learning something, and it goes ding, 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 because at that right moment, you needed to hear that, and that might have been recorded 3 years ago.
You never know.
It's awesome. So some people say that video is your marketing team that works for you 24 hours a day.
Evergreen.
Evergreen. Is that what the real experts say?
Yes, that's
That
what they
I'm
say.
not one of those.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, that's
You're getting better.
awesome. Thank you. Well, being a part of this has made me learn.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. And if I have to do some research for this. So one of the things that we love talking about at Remax Go and on this show
Yes.
is new homes.
New home.
And I just feel convicted that if I'm going to do something, might as well be the best at it. So
True.
we're going to call this show "Want to Become a New Home Expert," and I'm going to give you what my opinion is after 15 years in this industry and about all 15 of them selling new homes.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what I think it would take for you to own your market, to be the expert in your market. And then Leah's going to do what I can't do, and that is what I wish I could do. And that is tell you how to let the world know that you are such a person.
Yes.
Right? So let's start with that.
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in with the first thing that I think is, let's call this baseline minimum activity to be what I consider a new home expert.
New home expert 101.
New home expert.
Okay.
So
Got it.
for me, it would be make sure you visit a new home office every single day.
Every day.
If every day means 5 days a week to you because you don't work weekends, or if every day means 7 days, then 7 days. Whatever that means to you, for me, it means about 5 days a week.
Okay.
So 5 days a week, visit a new home. What does that mean? I mean, show up to the new home and make sure you know the new home, what they call the on-site salesperson. Make sure you meet them. Make sure you find out as much information about them. Make sure you tell them what you're doing there, why you're there, because you may not have a client with you at first, right? You're just showing up to find out more information. come with an attitude of humility, and I just want to learn more about your community.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be an expert on all the communities because, like I found out this week, there's a street near me that has two neighborhoods right across from each other. One of them has a 1.41 tax rate, and one of them has a 1.8 tax rate. They're literally across
Next
one
door.
street,
Yeah.
right? And so that's important to know. And each of them has a different HOA. Each of them has a different potential amenity center. Each of them may even around here have different school districts or
Around
different elementary school or school.
Yeah.
Different floor plans, different price points, different companies, especially competing companies. They have different systems on whether they'll build from scratch or build a bunch of specs and they're ready to go in 30 days. They may have a mix of that. Some of them do 3-car garages, some of them do only 2-car garages, some of them do 4-size masonry, some of them do no size masonry. So there's so many things. And so to become an expert, you have to visit them.
Right.
And then so you're building that personal relationship with them. And I promise you, if you've never been to a community by yourself with this in mind, those people love having you there. Because sometimes you're sitting out there bored to tears. And they're just like, oh, good, somebody to talk to. And they start talking to you. And they realize, okay, you're a realtor. You want to sell my homes. And you're going to market these homes and tell other people about them. Then great, I'm going to share all I know with you because you're helping me because they want to sell homes too. So visit a new home every day, and you'll start to see what I mean, how valuable that is, and invaluable if you want to become an expert, because then you'll know what's going on. You got to know the territory.
You gotta know the know.
That's right. So number 2, I would build a spreadsheet that you can update with personal information about that on-site salesperson, about all the things I just mentioned that set that place apart and make it different from the neighborhood down the street, what price point it's in. You could even separate it, color code it by price points, so that if you have a buyer that has been pre-approved for $300,000, then you know I'm not going to go show them the $500,000 houses. I'm going to show them everything that has $325,000 and below, and let's see what the builders can do to make this happen.
Yeah.
And so creating that spreadsheet it's like your roadmap, like your cheat sheet for that, and you can have it on your phone. I use Google Sheets. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a spreadsheet. It could be a Google Doc or something, but
Notes.
something in notes or whatever, just so you can reference it real quick. And so you get a lead through what Leah's going to tell you what to do. As soon as you get that lead, they tell you, yeah, we want to be in this school district, and we want to be in this price point, and we want this kind of house.
Yes.
Well, then that narrows it. Right now, you don't have to freak out and start calling neighborhoods or get on Facebook and say, who knows where this is? You'll be the expert. That's the point. You want other people calling you going, hey man, I know you know more than I do. Can you tell me where I can find? I've had agents call me and on a Sunday afternoon and say, hey, what neighborhoods are in Seguin that are under 300? And honestly, I wanted to go, because I already told people.
Right.
To create this list for yourself, because then you will be the expert. You don't want to rely on that. Now, there are inside salespeople. There are websites you can go to. We're going to talk about Builder Boost in a minute. There are some resources. And some of that stuff you could just do from home. It's kind of like an appraiser can pretty much come up with the value of a home using their computer.
Right.
But then they go out and lay eyes on it and just see.
Mm-hmm.
So build your spreadsheet and understand what communities are in a 20-mile radius of you and in all the different spread. That could take you weeks to really put that comprehensive thing together. And guess what? As soon as you have it together, then
Next city.
Well, either
Go on to the next
yeah,
one.
if you're living in Texas like we are, and you have like 20 little cities around Houston, around San Antonio, around Austin, around Dallas, yeah, Mansfield, Arlington, Kennedale, Fort Worth, all those little places. But also, by the time you get it finished, the salesperson from this neighborhood just moved to this neighborhood, and they moved this person over
They
here, and
just
so now
jumped.
you've got to go, oh, Jerry's over here, and Jennifer's over here. Okay, move that around. So that's what I'm talking about. This thing it's like building, it's like drawing a map of your city, and then updating that map every time they build a new road,
Very true.
right?
Yeah.
Or a new HEB or a new store comes in. So build that spreadsheet, and that's your Bible. That is your everything you need to know. Yeah, it's a new home Bible.
New home Bible.
New home Bible.
All right.
Your guidebook. All right. Number 3, and I'm just going to limit it to 3 things, but this should encompass it.
Okay.
When we're talking about building that spreadsheet, this kind of builds on that. Some builders have their own lenders.
Mhm.
Some builders have their own title companies. Some lenders have their own insurance companies. Like, what if you need to have a basic understanding of lending and interest rates and buy downs and what the incentives are to use their lender. Some of them are simple. They just go 4%. You can use it however you want. Okay, we'll take 2% of that, buy down the rate, take the other 2, pay other closing costs, origination fees. What are closing costs? What do they usually charge? What can you get an estimate of that? And building relationships with these guys. I have a spreadsheet that has it's like a paymaker, or we call it payment maker, where it's a pre-built spreadsheet where you just put in the price of the home, the tax rate, and the HOA, and what type of loan it is. Boom, it'll spit out a PITI payment. That makes you feel like an expert. So you can be on the phone with somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, I kind of want my payment to stay around $2,200. Where do I need to stay?" And you can tell them that. That's what those guys have at the new home place.
Yeah.
And so I got one of them to send me that one time. So I have that in my folder. So that's another resource. It's like a calculator, right? Come up with, if they're VA, it'll be this. If they're conventional and 3% down, it'll be this.
Yeah.
And you have to plug in what the interest rates that day. So those are what I'm talking about, like knowing the different things. So then you can make a list of all that in that spreadsheet. And so having a basic understanding, and I promise you, like, you're not supposed to know everything right away, especially if you're new at this. You're not supposed to be an expert right away, but the more time you spend doing something, the better you're going to get at it. The first time somebody responds to your ad or your friend calls you and says, "Hey, I want to buy a new home. Can you help me?" You're going to feel like, "Well, I don't know everything, but gosh, you're going to learn so much."
Mm-hmm.
And then don't just let that go. Like, build that into your toolkit. And then, next time somebody asks me, now I know that they can buy down this rate to how they bought this rate down to 4.99. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So visit at least one community a day. Build a spreadsheet that updates all the personal information of the salespeople of that business and how they do things and where they are and in the price points they are. And then understand the basics of new home lending and incentives, down payment assistance, HOAs, tax districts, MUDs, all that stuff. You need to understand that. So this is college. Get a degree in new homes. If you'll do that for the next 6 months, you will be blown away by how much you know just innately about it. And so let's say I do that. Let's say somebody listening to this says, "Okay, I'm going to dedicate a portion of my business to becoming a new home expert."
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to spend, an hour, 2 hours a day doing that, 5 days a week. And then once I start to learn all that stuff, how do I let the world that I am this guy? Because it doesn't do me any good to have all that knowledge if I don't have people wanting to buy from me.
Very true. So yes, like Todd said, you need to learn everything, educate yourself on new homes. But the first thing I would do is join builderboost.com. We talked about this in a previous episode, so you can go back to that episode number and replay that if you want. But you want to become a mission agent. So there's San Antonio market, there's a Dallas market, there's a Houston market. You want to join and request to be a mission agent. And so what that does is the Builder Boost company will send you out on a mission to a new home community. You get to choose. So you're not just like thrown out there. You get to pick which one you want. And then they kind of give you guidance in meeting the sales rep and posting a post on social media, and then also creating a video and reposting that video. Then you also, on top of what you're doing, which you should already be doing, you get featured in their Builder Boost book, their online book, as a featured agent and as a mission agent. And so they then take that video and they send it to the builder, and then the builder reposts your video too. So it's just extra exposure for you, and it's completely free. So you should all be doing this.
That's just one thing that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's multiplying your efforts.
And you're already there. So you might as well do it. So that way you can get the exposure.
Love it.
Our brokerage, we go out to builders probably at least once a week with our agents. And so we kind of do the same thing as a mission agent. And so we get agents comfortable with going out to builders and meeting builders and looking at their inventory and knowing everything. So if you're not doing that, do what Todd said too, and go and challenge yourself to go buy builders.
And I understand if there's a new agent that has never done this before,
It's scary.
It could be weird to just walk into this. Are they going to be mad that I'm there or whatever? And I've taken agents that are like 2 weeks old, baby agents, and we walk in there and they get to experience 45 minutes of just a love fest of learning and talking, and they realize, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, obviously reach out
Reach
to
out.
us and stuff.
Yes. All right, number 2, we kind of talked about it, but make videos while you're there. I definitely recommend, yes, hiring a production company. But for beginners who are just starting out, I would just literally get your phone out and just make a video. I use CapCut, the app, and it turns my small clips into a nice production of a video, puts music behind it, and I can share it to Reels and to TikTok, and of course on Facebook as well.
That's awesome.
So I would definitely do that. And it's not panning through the home, because we used to do that. It's more of walking into a room or walking out of a room and panning out, not panning like that. You know what I mean? So it just looks better when you stitch all of your videos together. So try that.
So you have classes on how to do that.
I do.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But that's we could go down the weeds with that. But
Yeah.
But that right there, just that one thing.
And then changes. Like it wasn't, we used to just pan across the whole room, or we used to go through the whole house really fast, and that was the trend. Well, now the trend is to walk into the room or walk out of a room. Crazy, but that's what people want to see. Whatever.
I mean, that's
Give them what they want.
Give them what they want.
Right? All right. And number 3, social media content and marketplace ads. So this is what Todd is talking about when basically, if you want to get clients, this is an easy way to do this besides your sphere. You can run a marketplace ad, which is free on Facebook. Put up a new home. So you're going to go out to the new home. You're going to take a picture of the new home. You're going to learn all the information about the new home.
Not video, but picture.
You can do a video too.
Can you on?
You can.
Oh, that's a new thing.
You can. It's new. Yeah. I would do both. I would do a still photo and I would do a video. You need to learn all of the lingo that you need to put in the ads and make it attractive for someone to basically click on it. So why should they click on it? If you're more specific with, this is a new home community, I'm reaching out to teachers this month and helping teachers and learn the products that the loans have for teachers at that new home, then your ads are more likely to be clicked on, and then people will start coming in. And they will
Or if it could be about down payment assistance, or it could be about
Right.
first-time buyers,
Right.
or somebody wants to you want them,
military,
military.
Yeah.
You want them to connect with
connect with that.
that ad.
But if you're doing an ad and the house is for teachers, then you need to put something on the ad that represents teachers. So when they see it, it's not just another house that they see. Because sometimes they won't read the words. They're going to read what's on the photo, the graphic.
I think I read something yesterday that the first few lines are the most important.
The headline, yes.
The headline is the most important, because remember how when all we had was newspapers, we used to call the place above the fold was the where most people read, because people didn't want to open it all the way up. Well, like if it's folded,
Yeah,
like a magazine, like if a newspaper is folded like this,
yeah.
you open it up, you're above the fold.
Oh.
You would have to then turn it to see below the fold. And so in web marketing and social media marketing, what's above the fold is before you have to scroll down anymore or hit see more.
See more.
Right.
Yeah.
See more. My name's Todd.
Whatever.
For you to not have to scroll, whatever they see in that. And sometimes
That's true.
sometimes redoing the headline every now and then to see if that changes the engagement, or even removing something, just taking something out. So
Yes.
there's so many ways that you can study that. We're going to talk about that later in industry news.
Yes. So I would highly suggest doing those 3 things. If you do those 3 things, you will be better because of this.
Man, it's so true.
Okay, what's happening? Are we wondering that?
Yeah.
All right, what's happening? Cinco de Mayo. I know, hey,
Cinco de Mayo.
tacos.
Do you know what Cinco de Mayo is?
It's a party. I don't know. It's a party on May 5th.
I think if you ask
I didn't ask
every person that is celebrating Cinco de Mayo,
they're going to say it's a party?
it's celebrating Hispanic culture. It's celebrating Mexican American culture.
Okay.
But it really started out as like the second victory in the Mexican French Revolution.
How did I know you were going to go there? See, we're just show up for the party.
But
I'm
it's
sure it
kind
means
of like,
something, yes, for sure.
you ask 100 people at the Irish pub on St. Paddy's Day, why are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? It's
Green beer.
Green beer is just a party.
Yeah.
Well, most people don't even know what, and actually, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated more in America than Mexico.
Really?
It's a bigger deal here.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of like St. Paddy's Day for for Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reason to party and have fun.
It's a reason to party and eat tacos and drink if you drink.
Yeah. So yeah,
So yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
that's Sunday actually.
No. Is it Sunday?
Mhm.
Okay, it's Sunday. Yes.
Trust me,
Okay.
because my beautiful wife Nancy,
Oh, yes.
her birthday is Cinco de Cuatro. That's how I remember it.
Aww. Well, happy
I
birthday.
always remember it because
Happy
it's
birthday,
one day
Nancy.
before Cinco de Mayo.
So hers is on May the 4th. May the 4th be
May the
with
4th
you.
be-
Wow, cool birthday,
Yeah, she has a
Nancy.
May 4th birthday.
Oh, her and Karen will definitely get along on that. Birthday vibes. Yeah.
She's so not a Star Wars person
Oh,
too. She's like the opposite of what that is.
Okay. Well, then just happy birthday, Nancy.
She does get it, but she's just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're gonna have family over. We're gonna.
Oh, fun.
I'm gonna make. One time I made shrimp scampi. That's what we call it, but it's basically like really like thin.
On Cinco de Mayo?
Well, it's Nancy's birthday.
Okay, on Nancy's
not.
birthday. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the
never
day
talking about
before Cinco de
Mayo.
Cuatro. And we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a ton of pasta,
Okay.
like thin pasta, and then a bunch of sautéed shrimp,
Yeah.
and then lemon and butter and garlic, and then
Oh.
you just kind of combine it together.
Yeah.
And I did that one time. We went to the coast, and
Mhm.
it's the first time we went like on family vacation. The kids were like, because we're a blended family. So first time we all went together to the coast, we got a hotel room, and I went to the little fish market and I bought some fresh shrimp, and I made this meal. And it was just like, for me, it's just like spaghetti with a bunch of lemon and butter garlic
Right.
with shrimp.
Yeah.
But they devoured it, and she to this day, it's like
So that's her
it
birthday
was like
meal.
16 years ago. She's like, "This is the best thing you've ever made."
Aww.
And so yeah, I'm gonna make a big old pot of that, and she wants bread from Myron's.
Okay.
It's basically sourdough bread, but
Mhm.
I can get it from Myron's and I can put it in the
I love
oven. And for some
that.
reason, it's just great with butter, a lot of butter. So that's what we're gonna
Everything is better with butter.
do. Exactly.
Yes.
Salted butter.
Salted butter. Yes.
Yeah. So Cinco de
Okay.
Mayo. Yeah. Let us know when you're watching this in the comments.
What your plans
What
are.
are your plans?
What are you doing?
Yeah. And of course, you want to. People are going to be posting on social media. So if you're just looking for something to post,
Yeah. I have a dance party or dance recital. So for my daughter, not for me. Todd went
I
out.
was like-
I was
I was like,
practicing.
have you practiced? She's like, I practiced cheering for my daughter.
Spring show is this weekend, so they will be doing about 20 dances in 2 hours. Crazy.
That's it. Is
I don't know how they remember it all. I have no idea. But anyways, that's what's happening this weekend.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend
Yes.
for me, celebrating with the kids and
Nancy. Yes. All right,
and grandkids.
and grandkids. Oh, fun. Industry news. What's up, Todd?
All right, I'm going to go a little different direction this time.
Okay.
Industry news. I'm going to talk more about mindset than market.
Okay.
We tend to focus on the market a lot, and that's fine. We need to learn about it,
Yes.
but we also need to focus on our mindset. I believe that
Sure.
that it's important to be what I've learned to call a rational optimist.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't know
you
where
know-
we were going there, but okay.
A rational optimist, somebody who they understand that you have bad days. They understand, I understand that things go wrong sometimes. Things fall apart. Things freak out. We're dragon slayers by trade. We're just over there accomplishing the impossible for our clients. And,
Right.
and there's things going on in our personal life and whatever struggles. But give that its due for about 10 seconds and then on to solving the problem.
Yes.
On to realizing that life is good and that we are very
We're
blessed.
alive.
We were born in the greatest country on the planet,
Yes.
and we have so many opportunities to be successful and to be amazing. And relationships are more important than transactions, and we just need to focus on that. And so that's the pep talk for this. So what I would do is say, how you do that. I think you're. It's gonna be like more philosophical.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
I think your optimism needs a system.
Okay.
And you know me, we were just joking around about
Atomic Habits is his favorite book. Yes.
You systemize everything, right? And I'm trying to be that person, right? And it's not natural for me. I'm not a systematic person. I'm an idealistic person.
Okay.
I'm a person that it's just going to work out, and I can close my eyes and picture buying that boat, that house on the hill, and having that retirement. And that's idealism to me.
Right.
Idealism is just thinking that everything's just going to be fine. And I do close my eyes and go, okay, $100,000 a year, or $500,000 a year, or $1 million a year. I
Yeah.
can picture that, but that's an ideal.
Yeah.
That is not a system. And so I was telling my kids this week, like they're striving for something. I said, don't be idealistic, be systematic. What does that mean? That means every day have a system for how you're going to achieve those goals.
Okay.
So, hate to be a broken record about it, but you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems.
True.
If you do little things every day, atomic habits,
Yes.
not only will they become habits and become easier to do because you just get better at knowing that's just what I do, but you'll look back over your shoulder in 12 months and go, oh my gosh, look how much
Look
I've
what
accomplished,
happened.
right? I've accomplished so much. So we always say around here, the more you learn, the more you learn. I want to challenge everybody in industry news today to spend some time. If you're a RE/MAX agent, you have RE/MAX University. We call it RU. It's like YouTube for learning about real estate.
Yes.
You can search it for whatever you want. Log into Max Center, get on learning and education, and boom, there it is. You're in RU. And it's your private access to amazing teachers, amazing stuff from 5 years ago, from yesterday. A lot of Leah's trainings and Karen's trainings are on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back. It is such a great source, and they have quick hits like 10-second or 10-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute. Our broker Scott was challenging us as staff to spend a cup of coffee in RU every day. I love that because all that's saying is, okay, I'm going to spend 15, 20 minutes learning something. If I did that every single day,
watch out.
I'd just be so much further ahead.
Yeah.
And if you compare that in your mind to if I didn't, how much would I,
stay the same.
Yeah. 1% better every day turns into like 67% better as in what you do. So we're talking about being an expert. Be an expert.
Yes.
And you could find stuff about new homes in there. You can find stuff about interest rates in there. You can find stuff about how to convert a lead into a buyer. Just sharpen your listing appointment.
Probate. There's tons of stuff.
There's RU. There's also BAM Hot Sheet, which is something I listen to. It's a 1-day look back on the real estate market nationwide, and it's a free thing. You can pay for their material, but it's really like a free podcast
Cool.
and it's usually about 25 minutes long. I listen to it in the car
What's it
when I'm
called?
driving. Called BAM, BAM.
Bam. Okay.
Hot Sheet. I think BAM stands for broke something.
What doesn't stand for broke?
It's like broke agent.
Maybe broker.
Broke agent something.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a funny thing. Like a bunch of broke agents just trying to be better.
Okay.
I think it's just my kind of humor. But one of our agents here turned me on to that. And I listen to it every day because it gives me some latest news and stuff. And it's good to know what's going on with NAR, what's going on with Zillow, what's going on with these big companies and stuff. And so, of course, Boo Feeney, I listen to the Good Life podcast. I listen to Jared James. I see his stuff. And just spending time with that every day means I'm immersed in my industry. This ain't no part-time thing.
No part-time lover thing. Mm-mm. This is for real.
You're not even old enough to know that song.
Yes, I am.
Part-time
We don't have to
lover.
sing. But okay.
I'm a great singer.
You are. I'm not.
You just are proof.
Oh, I just didn't want you to say join in, Leah, and then I'd be like all embarrassed on YouTube. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So, anyway, don't be idealistic. Be systematic. What does that mean? If you have any questions, reach out. Like, help me be more systematic. We can coach you.
Yeah.
I'm way better at telling people how to do it than doing it myself, but I am trying to hold myself more accountable to that.
That's a growing step, right?
I want to grow. I want to
Yeah.
grow. I want to be able to be more systematic about my approach to my business, to my personal life. If I could go on and on about that, but I just want to. Mindset is yes, be positive, be realistic, and understand bad things happen.
Yes.
Things fall through. Nothing heals. Nothing heals a business like closings. Nothing gets closings like trainings.
Right.
And be around positive people. Think about who you're spending your time with. Get around some positive people, and then create some systems.
Yeah. Full-time agent, no part-time agent.
No part-time.
No. All right, guys. We all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy Cinco de Mayo, and happy birthday to Nancy.
Yes.
Happy
she
birthday.
got a shout out. I'm gonna make her watch this.
Shout out. Yes. Bye, guys.
Later.